What is Align? Align is the gym that focuses on people in pain. We focus on joint stresses, compensations, and how our body adapts to those joint stresses and compensations. Basically, we have boiled joint degeneration and joint pain down to 4 main root causes: posture, flexibility, strength, and nutrition. Let's go into the posture rule. Rule number 1, the posture rule. Most people don't understand what posture is and how it affects them. Posture is your joint alignment, okay? So not just slouching shoulders, but scoliosis, an anterior tilt to the pelvis, a posterior tilt to the pelvis, being knock-kneed, bow-legged, all of that is joint alignment and posture. Let me explain how this impacts you. Let's take the knee, for example. When the knee is properly aligned, assuming this guy weighs, let's make it easy, 200 pounds, that's gonna be 100 pounds on each knee. Let's analyze the knee. That means we're gonna have 100 pounds of load on each knee, and if he's properly aligned, we're gonna have 50 pounds on the lateral compartment and 50 pounds of load on the medial compartment. But if he goes knock-kneed, we're gonna have now 100 pounds of load on the lateral compartment and 0 on the medial compartment. So that lateral compartment is gonna lose cartilage, he's gonna have arthritis, there's gonna be tissue problems, that knee's gonna break down quick. Rule number 2, the flexibility rule. Our body is a machine like any other. It's supposed to work a certain way. Okay, so if our body isn't flexible enough to move the way that it's supposed to, we compensate and shift load into other areas. The hip is a great example of that. Okay, when we're walking, we should be able to get 10 to 15 degrees of hip extension during our walking cycle. If we don't have that range of motion, we compensate through the low back, and then our low back carries that burden. Rule number 3, the strength rule. When we're strong, the load of our day-to-day activities get carried through our big, strong muscles and the bigger bones and structures of our body. When we get weak, the load of those day-to-day activities get put through the smaller structures and bones of our body, and then those structures begin to break down over time and cause problems. Rule number 4, the nutrition rule. Nutrition affects every aspect of your body. When it comes to joint pain and joint degeneration, though, there are 3 main components. Number 1, body composition and body weight. Nutrition plays a critical role in controlling obesity and body weight. Number 2, inflammation. Nutrition is going to be a major driver or combatant to systemic inflammation. Number 3, hydration. The water that you drink is going to replenish all those fluids in between your joints that help lubricate those joints. If you're dehydrated, it's like running your car with no oil in it. You cannot break these fundamental laws of physics and biomechanics. You can only break yourself upon them. When you do, you end up with what we call the Big 12 pain problems: neck pain, pinched nerves in the neck, degenerative disc disease, arthritis and joint degeneration, torn bicep and rotator cuff tendons, bursitis in the shoulder and the hips, low back pain, sciatica, SI joint dysfunction, piriformis syndrome and hip pain, IT band syndrome and knee pain, plantar fasciitis and feet pain. If you have any of these issues or want to avoid surgeries, joint replacements, and cortisone injections, Align may be the place for you. Schedule a consultation today.